Welcome to All Things Possible TV. We're excited to have you here with us today. And today we're going to do a little bit different episode. I know I said that when we were standing on a white beach and having this great 30-year anniversary in our trip. But today we want to talk to you about an event that we have coming up. We love to do live events, and we love to see the difference that it can make in people's lives. And the event that we have coming up is Create Your Thriving Life. And so we want to talk to you a little bit about that. I'm Kris, and this is Bill.
Hi, I'm Bill. You know that.
And yeah, you know that. So we want to just let you know a little bit about this event to give you that piece of information of seeing what it's really all about. And we've got a few testimonials to put in here and just give you a little more information.
So we're going to be talking a little bit about some of the things that we're going to do. But one of the exciting things is we have Jeff Olson that's coming, and he is just going to have his book hitting the press, fresh off the press, just a few days before our event. And this is his second book. He's a best-selling author on Amazon in his category, and it's amazing. Tell him a little bit about that, Kris.
Well, it's beyond mile marker 80, and we're excited to have him back with us. We did an event in March of this same Create Your Thriving Life, and we had him as one of our keynotes. And he has been a best-selling author, #1 for months, and with his first book. But his second book, the official launch is 2 days before this event here in May, but he's actually having some book signings and stuff now, and you can get the book online. So that's really exciting. But Jeff is phenomenal. Not only is he a good author and a main speaker, but he had to go through some really hard trials. And we talk a lot about overcoming those trials and being able to handle those and what are the best ways for you to get through tough things. But he actually had a very tragic car accident where his wife and son were killed, and he had a near-death experience.
Yes.
And should never have lived through this. Has an amputated leg and a lot of battle scars for a very long time, months and months in the hospital. And he has moved forward with that. He's remarried. He has adopted children, and it has been phenomenal to know his story and to see what a difference he makes and what an impact he has. So we're thrilled to have him both Friday night and Saturday to join us in our Move Forward and
Absolutely.
Take on your life, because things, you choose whether things stop you in life or whether you're able to go beyond. The other person that we're going to have there is our son. And you've heard many of the stories that we share. I share a lot of stories of my son Jesse and his cancer, and he was able to join us also in March, and will be joining us again. And he teaches some really good concepts about the attitude that you have during those trials. And also his little tagline, I want to say, is Cowboy Up. The whole time during his 3 brain tumors in 5 months, and them growing back and having to have surgery again and radiation and going through a broken back and all of the trials, he always just said, it's time to cowboy up. It's just time to cowboy up. So we're excited to have him back with us and him sharing his own stories and what really got him through that, being 26 and single and on his own, and being able to support him as a family, help him keep his house and his job. He never should have been able to keep his job, and yet he did, through determination and his attitude and his choices.
And the message that he shares is simple yet very profound. It was very impactful on many of the people who attended our last event, and they still talk about Jesse's message and how it's helped them take a different look at the way they handle their challenges. And the same with Jeff and the stories you'll hear from Kris and for myself. This whole thing is Create Your Thriving Life, and it's about doing life different and making life thrive, having a thriving life. And so the continuity amongst the 4 presenters, very much the same message, but each with our own take on it. You will come away with nuggets and pearls from each presenter.
Well, and I love that we're able to, especially us, tag team together with different concepts. You'll teach a lot of different things that are deep and profound and will help people move through through things, and I'll teach other concepts that are basic principles that if you put in your life and live it every day, those little, and I say it a lot, the little steps that you do on a consistent basis will make the biggest changes in your life. And so it takes a combination of both. And it's fun to get a woman's perspective, a man's perspective, and be able to bring that together of not only people that have been through those trials, but also those who have been support. Because sometimes we're not the one that has cancer, we're the support person. And yet, as a parent, that can be just as hard sometimes to watch a child suffer and go through pain and be just miserable. I would lots rather have taken on the pain of what he was going through than to have to watch that in your child. And so having that dynamics of being able to have mom, dad, and our son, and some of the trials that we went through there's many other trials we went through besides cancer. And so we're able to share different things with suicide and death and health issues. I mean, we've been able to have lots of challenges. We've just been so blessed that we've been able to really learn through experience and through trial and error. You know, we've had injuries and difficulty that's really been a challenge.
So, and it's not for us to be complaining or saying, look at us, but we've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt.
And the sweatshirt, and the sweats.
And even the goofy looking hats to go with it. Seriously, we want to share what we have learned with you. And also we're going to be sharing some new content, quite a bit of new content in this one that we did not, just in the event that we did in May. One of the things we're going to talk about is, and I want to ask you a question, are you a goal-setting person? And in a typical room, probably 20% of the people will raise their hand and say, yes, I'm a goal setter, and the rest of them will duck their heads and feel guilty. What I want to tell you is, you are a goal-setting person. You set goals, you seek goals 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Not maybe necessarily in your conscious mind, but in your subconscious mind. And we're going to talk about this and share some things that we want to share some very profound things with you. That your subconscious mind is a goal-setting computer. And if you're not consciously setting high-level goals for yourself, the little things you say to yourself, you're setting some very low-level goals. Okay?
That's so true.
And your subconscious mind is going out to seek those goals. And we talk about getting conscious, because you know what? If you don't think you're a goal setter, you're wrong, and you'll see that as we talk about and show you how the subconscious mind works. We're going to get into that a lot, and how you can use the subconscious mind to your advantage, how you can learn to reprogram that so that it serves you instead of leads you around by the nose, so to speak.
Right. Another thing that we're going to get into a lot is our choices, that you have to make a decision. And it's a choice. Every day, every moment, you're at choice. And sometimes we don't really recognize that. We're also going to get into some really deep integrity. And I know that if you're with us today, you've probably seen some of our shows and you've probably seen integrity. And if you haven't, go find the clip we've done and the episode on integrity. Because what I can tell you is, if you're not in impeccable integrity, you are calling forth a lot of things in your space that may not have to happen. And once we align ourselves with the proper knowledge and the techniques and the tools, we can really have the kind of life that we want. We can be abundant, we can have happiness, and we can be at choice. Always. You are always at choice. And sometimes we just don't choose to really believe that part. We say, well, I had no choice. I had to do this. Well, no, you had a choice. You're at choice whether you get out of bed and go to work or not. You're at choice at where you work, what your job is. You are at choice. And so we're going to go over a lot of that, just that accountability, and that we get to choose what we're doing and be conscious of those choices and the things that we develop. Recently, we were able to spend a lot of time with Nadine. She is known as the hypnosis queen, and we've been doing a lot of the hypnosis, self-hypnosis, and just finding new things and new levels to take life to be able to have the abundance and have the happiness in our life. It's fun to constantly be learning, constantly be implementing new things, new techniques, new ways to create health and abundance and happiness.
Very, very powerful stuff, absolutely. I'll be sharing, of course, if you've watched our videos, one of my favorite subjects to talk about and to teach and to share is forgiveness, and just how powerful that is in your lives, and what a healing process emotionally and physically that letting go of the past can be. And we'll get into some very deep level stuff. Many people's like, I just can't forgive. And you'll have a chance to experience that and go through some processes that can be life-changing and life-altering. Another thing that I'm very excited to introduce is what I call a section on prosperity and abundance. How many of you have watched The Secret or set goals to increase your income, your finances? And you go through all the right steps, and somebody else may be doing it with you, or you may have seen some of your friends or other people that you associate with do it, and all their goals come and things happen for them, and yet for you, it hasn't seemed to work maybe. Okay, what I have found with my background as an energy healer is I have found several sabotaging programs that energetically are running underneath that I've never heard talked about in things like The Secret or goal setting. And I'm going to share with you what some of those are, and some of those things are, and how they can sabotage all your efforts. And on the surface up here, you can be doing everything right, and you still don't get results, and you get frustrated. All that stuff doesn't work. Okay, it does work. And what I found that down underneath the surface here, there's some things that are going on that are sabotaging you, and they're little energy circuits that are just miswired and very easy to correct. But I'm very, very excited to share that with you, and I think it's going to make a real difference. I've been excited to put it into effect in our lives and see it start making a difference. So that's another big thing I want to share.
Well, I know for me it's kind of like I'm a duck sitting on a pond. I look like I'm all calm and cool and collect on the top and going, oh, here's my goal, here's what I want to do, this is what I'm doing. And then under the water, boy, my feet are just a spinning. And we're finding that there's some real truth to this, and there's some real principles and some really easy ways and some really deep, deep things that can be healed and corrected, and that life can be better.
Yeah, let me just share just one with you, just so you kind of have an idea and a taste of what that is. Our subconscious mind is just, as I said before, it's a goal-seeking computer. And it will decide, it will listen to the things that you say to yourself. Oh man, I can't ever make money. Okay, and the subconscious mind does this cool thing where, oh, this is what our message is. And so it starts broadcasting radio frequency, and everybody that comes in our presence feels this message. And we talk about these broadcast messages that constantly we may have never said the words out loud, but all at once our subconscious starts broadcasting this negative thing. And it just, I mean, there are dozens of things like that and different energy levels that we go in and find. And I check people for that and help them clear them, identify it. It's a fast process, but very crucial. And people, when they realize what's going on underneath, they go, wow, now I understand why I've been having difficulties. It still requires effort on your part. There's no magic pill, but it's amazing stuff.
Right. Well, and as he talks about that, how many times do you recognize when somebody walks in a room, whether they're happy, they're sad, they're depressed, they're frustrated? I mean, it just reeks out of us. And we can tell, we know, we tune right in. And we're broadcasting it all the time. You can tell from the minute you see a boss walk in, if they're having a bad day, to your kids, they come home from school, you can tell right off the bat something happened. You sense it. And we broadcast like that constantly. And so it's really beneficial to learn the new things that we can do to help create that to be better for you in your life, and for you to actually feel more successful with yourself and know what's going on.
And to be clear, to be of one mind and one solid purpose. Instead of conscious mind's going here and the subconscious mind, you know, takes a wrong hand turn and goes out the other way, and we have no idea why we can't move forward, because that's running this way all the time. So many things. I'm excited to share that. I think it's going to make a huge difference. I know it is. So
When we're excited to have you join us. We are going to be doing Create Your Thriving Life May 16th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and the 17th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And that will be at the Hyatt House here in Sandy, Utah. So if you're local here, come on out. We're going to be doing a great special on tickets. So keep posted with us so that you can get your tickets and come. We have a limited amount of seats, and so we will be having a cap on how many can get into this event. And we are not doing this event again for at least 4 months. We have plans for the fall to do this, but we also have some plans for some other things that are coming.
that involve. Oh,
Go ahead.
our summer plans involve recreation. More
Yeah, our
than-
summer plans involve Lake Powell and a boat.
I'm excited to do the event, but seriously, being on the boat's going to be awesome too. So no, we're very excited to do this event, to share these things, and it's so gratifying for us to see these things change people's lives. In fact, you're about to hear from just a few of the people that came to some of our other events. So look forward to seeing you there. I hope you come and join us. You can change your life. There's going to be some very inspiring messages, lots of nuggets, life-changing things.
Also, if you aren't local and you don't have a chance to be able to attend with us live, please come back to this station. We have a lot of videos up, a lot of episodes. You can get a lot of content, and we'll be adding to that every week. There's a new episode right here on allthingspossible.tv. So go to that channel and see some of the episodes. You can see some of the forgiveness. You don't go into as much depth as when we're in an event, but you go through a lot of depth in your 2-part series of forgiveness.
Absolutely. There's a lot of information there. Take a look at that. I can't talk enough about it, and it seems like everybody thinks they know what there is to know.
Yeah, I've forgiven, and then yet every single day we have to forgive more.
And I've learned as I've healed myself and worked to heal myself, just how powerful this is. So check us out.
Yeah, and come back. Go to the website and there's 3 hours of free training. All you have to do is enter your name and email, and you can get 3 hours of training. It's 3 separate hours, 1 hour at a time. They all come right to your email, and it's a downloadable thing that you can keep and listen to over again. It will give you a lot of experience with the traits that we teach, with concepts that we live by, that we know work. You know, gratitude, service, and those key components that can really change your life.
And just that right there, it may be free, but the value is very, very high. I've seen people just take those 7 traits that Kris teaches, and it's life-changing when you apply them. Very powerful stuff. So.
Right, so go to the website at allthingspossible.biz. Again, that's allthingspossible.biz. And join us. I send out a newsletter every week. There's information in every single one. We teach a concept. We talk about different things. We love to share information. I also love to interview an expert in their field of something that we really support. So we've had massage therapy. We've had hypnosis therapy. I've had Ideal Life Vision. There's
world famous entertainers.
Yes. Jason Hewlett was with us. We've got some really good interviews on there for you to get to know other people that are also making a difference and can assist you to make a difference in your life as well. So join us at All Things Possible TV, and don't forget to go to the website, allthingspossible.biz. We hope you enjoy the testimonials that will follow. Have a great week, and come and join us at the event at Create Your Thriving Life. Thanks.
Okay, we'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Anna Ray McAllister, and I want to tell you about attending the events with Kris and Bill. I've been to a couple different ones, and one is Your Thriving Life, and they have made a difference in my life. I got to meet lots of new people, and I learned about forgiveness and how important that is, and I found out that I have the opportunity to be in choice in everything that happens to me. If something bad happens, I get to choose how I react or act according to the way things are going in my life. And I had not realized that before, and it has made a difference and empowered me to become a better person. And so I encourage you to come and go to their event.
My name is Penny. and I've had a really good time with Kris and all that she's done for me and helped me with. I've done this seminar with Kris and with Bill, and it's been really good for me because I found out what I can do. And I had the power before, but I didn't know I had it. And so it's been really good to be able to find out what I can do and progress and create better things in my life and help other people, and as well as helping myself. And it's been a really good experience, and I've grown a lot. And it's just been eye-opening to me, and being progressive is good in a positive way. All of it's positive. It's probably the best thing I could have ever done in my life at this point, because it's helped me get through some horrible things, and I'm still good.
My name is Tara Smith, and I've been to a few of Kris's events and have been doing mentoring with her. And I've learned a lot of things and a lot of tools that would help me get unstuck from the place that I was, that I couldn't figure out how to move forward. And Kris in her event and just through mentoring has given me tools and helped me have accountability to actually implement tools. There was the forgiveness tool. This tool is great because you have to learn to forgive people and circumstances and yourself, because if you can't do that, you can't move anywhere. The accountability portion of what she has done for me is great because it helps me to have integrity with myself and build confidence that I can accomplish what I want to accomplish. Learning about the grudge hook and how we have grudges and what they do to us, she goes over this at one of her events, and it's great to learn how those grudges hold us back, and that the grudges that hold us back, they don't have to be there, and we're the ones that have to let go of those grudges. And there's several other tools. Go to one of her events because there's several tools that will help you move forward. And she's so enthusiastic about helping you move forward and changing your life so you can build your confidence and feel like I am worth making the changes. I'm worth the things that I want.
Have a great week and come and join us at the event at Create Your Thriving Life. Thanks.
Okay, we'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.